Does the idea of talking to a camera freak you out? Does it make your heart race whenever a camera is put to your face? Maybe it even terrifies you. And if that is you, you're not alone. I've been there, and trust me, it wasn't easy at first. In fact, I cringe every time I go back to look at my old videos, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But here's the thing, I've found a way to be comfortable on camera, and I've also built up my confidence since then. So today, I'm going to show you the exact steps I took to help you get comfortable with speaking to a camera, even if you've never done it before. I'm also going to share a little secret of mine that helped me build up my confidence way faster than I thought. And if you stick around to the end of the video, there's a free gift I have prepared for you. I know you're probably wondering, why do you need to get on video? Do I really need to make video? Do I really need to create videos? But the truth is, in today's world, if you're serious about building your personal brand online, or you want to grow your business online, you have a message to share as a coach, video is hands down the best thing you can use to connect with people right now. I was like you 4 years ago. I was right where you are right now. Let me show you a video of mine.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Because after the pandemic hit, 91% of marketers feel video is more important for brands. Feel video is more important for brands than any other type of content. Because 91% of marketers feel, because after the...
I know that was uncomfortable to watch. It was awkward.
I mean, at this point, one would think this is a skit.
This is one of the mistakes a lot of people make. They want to get confident from the start. Whereas what you need to do first is to get comfortable with the idea of recording yourself, speaking to a camera. Then after that, you can now begin to build up your confidence as you practice more and more. So how do you get comfortable with speaking to a camera? Before we go into the how, let's tackle the why first, because the difficult part of speaking to a camera is not technical, it's first mental. The reason why it feels difficult at first is because you're not familiar with it. That's the reason why it's so difficult. It's a skill that you get to master with practice. For example, I remember the time when I first opened After Effects. Even though I was using Premiere Pro, because it was a different interface, it looked so overwhelming. I wasn't familiar with that software, so it felt like it was a very, very hard or difficult software to crack, and it would take a lot for me to learn how it works. But after a while, I took a bold step. Let me just try and learn this thing. And I watched the first tutorial video, I watched the second tutorial video, and I began to understand the interface. It's not so different from Premiere Pro. Whatever that is composition on After Effects is more like a sequence on Premiere Pro. After getting familiar with it, it became easier than I thought, and I stopped procrastinating on learning how to use After Effects. That's the same thing that happens to us when we're trying to do something that we're not familiar with at first. It feels so difficult. But the moment you start getting to know the basics, you start saying that, oh, it's easier than I thought. The same way you will never be comfortable with sitting with a stranger in a very dark place or alone, and a stranger is at the other hand staring at you like all day long. You will never be comfortable because you don't know the person. But if it's like a friend or even probably your partner looking at you, you'll all be smiling. Why? Because you are familiar with the person. And that's the same way you need to approach speaking to a camera. I just need to get myself familiar with the idea of putting a camera to my face. I just need to get used to speaking to this camera. Now, after you got that out of your mind, the most common thing that comes to people's mind is fear of judgment. Like you're afraid that people will judge how you look, people will care about maybe how you sound on camera, or probably maybe you have an accent, you feel like it's not too good, maybe your favorite creator, they speak so well, and you're looking at yourself, it feels like a different person entirely. That was the exact way I felt when I first started. I'll play back my video and I will stop it. I wouldn't even finish listening to it because it felt like it was another different person. And that really affected me for a while, because I remember, 2020, that was when Clubhouse started. So I used to host rooms. I would have hundreds to thousands of people join the room. So what I would do is that I would have like these my friends, these Black American friends I've connected with online that I know that English is their first language. So I'll set up the room. I will not even talk so much, and I will leave them, to continue talking. So I'll be passing like the mic around to just continue keeping the room engaged. Because I felt like people might not be able to understand me because of my accent. There's something happened one day. There's a creator that jumped in. He raised up his hand to share a response to a question. So when he started to speak, I felt like I could even speak better than this guy, and yet people don't care. People were responding to his response. They were like, yeah, that really makes sense. Like, thank you for chiming that in and all of that. Where I was like, I've been cheating myself all this while. People don't care. The moment you start to understand that people are naturally selfish, people will get whatever they want to get out of you as long as it can help them. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you smell like, what your facial expression, or what your assets sound like. If it is enough value for them to help them, they will get it. They will take it. They will share your video. They will comment. They will engage with it. So what you need to look at is like, do I have something valuable to share? Do I have something that can help someone? Do I have a message that people can care about? That is what you need to focus on. Stop looking at your, oh, my nose looks like this, my eyes look like this, my chin, my beard. I didn't even have a shave for this video. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you have something valuable to share. Please get a video, record that video. Be a fool. Like, let people cringe out of your video, because even when you start, the first 20, 30 videos is not going to look good. It's not going to be perfect. And that takes me to like the third limiting belief: overthinking and wanting everything to be perfect. You don't start life like all perfect. You should not put yourself up to a standard that you cannot meet up to, because you are just starting out. As much as like you've seen so many videos, you know the idea of what a perfect video looks like. Yours is not going to look anything like that at first. You know, the way butterfly, you know, they start from being a caterpillar, something that looks very, very ugly, and then they turn out to be beautiful creatures. So that's the way you want to approach it. Know that the first 20, 30, 40 videos is not really going to look like your expectations. You have to work your way up there. Take me for example. I wanted to build my brand online because I felt like I could impact a younger version of me, like that was at a crossroad of maybe doing things that are not morally okay or things that are illegal to make money, to make a living. You know, that person could look at me and say, oh, if this guy has done it, I can also make a living by building my personal brand online, learning skills that I can exchange for people's money, and also sustaining my family. And also it was an outlet for me to teach the knowledge I have, because I'm somebody that, like, you know, I learn from here. I try to, like, you know, get myself into many things. So teaching also is also an aspect for me to, like, you know, share what I'm learning. And I wanted to start on YouTube. I wanted to be a YouTuber so bad, but then I didn't have enough, you know, boldness and courage to just start on YouTube straight away. So I thought that, okay, let me use Instagram as a practice ground. So that's when I started doing a challenge, creating 30 videos for 30 days. Stories back then was like 15 seconds, a story. I would do like maybe 2-3 stories every day, just sharing something. It could be something I've learned. It could be something I wanted to share to help someone. It could just be maybe talking about a day, like what happened in my day, or probably talking about my tasks for the day. Doing that for 30 days helped me get comfortable with speaking to a camera. Now, at that time, my videos does not look like anything close to being great. It does not even look like anything like that. At least you saw it like when I played it for you earlier. But what made me continue was because I knew that I had to crack this video. I didn't want to like do 9 to 5. And here I am, 3 years. I've worked with so many people that I would never have imagined that I would have worked with. I've connected with so many people like from different places. So if you have like a strong reason why you want to get on video, you have a strong message to share, I don't think you have a problem with knowing what you want to say on camera, because definitely you have a goal, you have a vision, you have an idea of who you want to help with your brand. This is where I'm going to talk about the how to get comfortable on camera. Do a 30 for 30 video challenge. What does that mean? 30 for 30 video challenge means that you're going to create 30 videos consistently for 30 days straight. I promise you, if you can do this, you're going to be far better than where you are right now. You'll be more comfortable with recording yourself, because at the end of the 30 days, I was pumped. I wanted to do more videos. The very strong anxiety I had at the first day of speaking to a camera, like, it reduced drastically. It was something that really helped me start my journey as a video content creator. So if you do this, this is going to help you a lot. And the way this is going to work for you is to choose a low effort platform. For me then, I chose stories because the stakes are not high. Stories disappears within 24 hours. And then I didn't really have so much followers then. So by the end of 24 hours, it's going to disappear. Whatever you want to think of me, think about it, you're going to forget. Another alternative you can also use is TikTok. When you choose your low effort platform, you're going to commit to a 30 days challenge. You're going to record yourself speaking to a camera within 30 to 60 seconds. That's a minute, talking about something each and every day. I know you're probably wondering right now that what am I going to talk about for the next 30 days? Don't worry, I got you. Remember the free gift I promised you. So there's a 30 days prompt in the descriptions. You can just click the link and download it for free. Trust me, if you can do this, if you can stay committed to this, by the end of the 30 days, you would have been more comfortable with speaking to the camera, and also you would have built up your confidence way faster. So you can go to the description below and download the 30 days prompt. And if you feel this challenge might be too difficult or overwhelming for you to do, let me share 3 tips that really helped me when I was going through the challenge. Number 1, start small. Nobody is expecting any high-level production from you because you are just trying to get comfortable with the camera. I mean, you're not even posting these videos for real, you're just using them for practice. Do you understand? You don't even have to post them. You can find a friend that you know that when the person gives you a feedback, you can't get angry with the person. For me, it was my brother. Don't worry about the lighting, don't worry about all of that. Just get yourself in front of the camera and speak to the camera. No pressure. And number 2, the key for this to work is to be consistent. You have to be consistent with this. You have to do it for 30 days straight. Even when it feels like you don't want to continue, you have to push yourself, because if you can push through that discomfort, there's a massive growth that is waiting for you at the other side. Now, this third one is so underrated. Be kind to yourself. You have to give grace to yourself. And this is one thing we know how to do with other people. We can extend so much kindness, extend so much grace to other people. When it comes to ourselves, we become too hard on ourselves, like we're constantly judging ourselves. Now, if you really want to complete this 30 days challenge, you have to be kind to yourself. You have to forgive yourself because you will make mistakes. I believe if you can do all of this, stay committed to the end of the 30 days, speaking to a camera will no longer be an issue or a challenge to you.